The Labour Party has today published a document which examines in detail the legal problems associated with the government's draft NAMA bill. One is the issue in section 58 of valuation. The government is proposing to use either market value or what's called long-term economic value. We fear that that is a way to inflate the price at which the government acquires the loans from the banks, and that this will become a burden on taxpayers, not just in this generation but in the next. The other thing that we are really nervous about in the NAMA bill is the extraordinary and awesome powers granted to the Minister for Finance. To be perfectly honest, it is healthy, it is unhealthy, it is dangerous to give a minister such extraordinary powers to designate, to direct, and in general to interfere and control the business of NAMA. If the banks were nationalised under Labour's proposal, no minister would have the powers of interference that Minister Brian Lenihan and Fianna Fáil are proposing. When you bear in mind that Fianna Fáil is the political party most associated with developers, dodgy rezonings, questionable land deals, I think we would be crazy to give Fianna Fáil and the Minister for Finance the kind of powers that are proposed in the bill. We have put forward instead the Labour Party alternative, which is to nationalise the banks into temporary public ownership, clean them up, clean up the bad loans and the bad debts, sort it out, publish a list of what the different developers' net position is, what their assets are worth, what the cross collateral is, what they've been doing with those assets. Publish it, let the public know the information and let the public decide. In any event, Brian Lenihan has already admitted that because of the distress of the banks in terms of the value of the loans, that it is more than likely that the government will take a majority stakeholding in the banks. The Labour proposal is to do this much more simply and cleanly, but we would also say that if any bank is nationalised, then all of the normal reporting, publication and disclosure requirements should be retained. One of the difficulties is Fianna Fáil reluctantly and at the last minute nationalised Anglo-Irish, and actually we've heard almost nothing from that bank since. That is not the way to use taxpayers. They're entitled to proper disclosure and information about what the government is doing with their money.